Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at, in my opinion, top 10 non-GX Pokemons from the Sun and Moon expansion. So, the Sun and Moon is the newest and the latest Pokemon set that you can actually find on the market. And in today's video, I decided to take a closer look at my top 10 cards from the Sun and Moon. So basically, as you can see right here, we're looking at 10 Pokemons. So I'm also gonna do a 10 trainer cards and 10 GXs. Of course, we don't have that many GX cards. But in my opinion, these Pokemons are the best non-GX Pokemons that you can actually have in your collection. So if you're a player, you should definitely take a look at some of these cards and make sure to have them in your collection. Some of them you actually need to have a playset, some of them it's enough to have at least 2 copies of them, so let's just start with a Evie. Why is Evie in top 10? Simply, it's a Evie with the Energy Evolution. This is the first Sun and Moon expansion, and we have Umbreon and Espeon GX. Since we have Energy Evolution Evie, I can smell that in the future you're also gonna get something like a Glaceon, something like a Leafeon, and other evolutions. So that's the reason why Evie is definitely must-have playset for your collection. It's just a common card, which means that it will came probably in each third pack. So each third to fourth pack will contain 1 copy of Evie with Energy Evolution. When you attach basic energy from your hand to this Pokemon, during your turn you can just search your deck for that type of the energy you attach to Evie and put the evolution on that Evie. So for example, if you attach Lightning Energy, you can search your deck for the Jolteon and just put on the Evie, and that will count as, of course, evolving, but your turn will not end, and you can do that on your turn 1 when you play Evie on the bench or when you put it into the active position. It really doesn't matter. You can do that as a Energy Evolution ability. The second card in top 10 is definitely Oranguru. 120 HP, colorless Pokemon with a Instruct ability. For sure we will have in future Sun and Moon on format. Right now we have Primal Clash shown. In the future, I don't know, I can just maybe think about Sun and Moon on for the next format. Probably it's not going to be, probably it's going to be somewhere from the Steam Siege or something like that. I can expect to see maybe Steam Siege on. Probably they're just gonna throw out those breaks evolutions. So Steam Siege on makes a lot of sense, or even Fates Collide. Not sure what was later, Fates Collide, or I think it was Breakpoint, the latest from the breaks, and then came Fates Collide, and then Steam Siege, and then Evolution, if I'm not wrong. But never mind. Instruct is very powerful ability. If you don't have a Shaman, we can have Oranguru, for example, and draw cards until we have 3 once per turn. That's amazing. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's a basic Pokemon. Right now it's around $2, but in the future, who knows, maybe 6 to 7, 10 bucks a piece if we will not have another Shaman draw support or Jirachi or something like that. I can definitely see Oranguru as a huge potential. As a player, I would recommend to have at least 2 copies of Orangurus for the future. Also, Psyche is a pretty decent attack for 60 and 20 more for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. I mean, for 3, well, you can try to do that, something like a Yveltal EX, Evil Bolt, but a little bit, a lot weaker actually, not a little bit weaker, but definitely Instruct ability is what we really want to see for this card. The other card in my top 10 from this set is a Dragonair. I don't want to speak too much about Dragonair. All I really want to say, it's an uncommon card. You can definitely grab playset of them because they don't cost too much. Dragon's Wish is a very cool card. During your next turn, you might attach any number of energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon. So with 1 Dragon Wish, you can attach 15 energies if you want to your Pokemons in play. If you have them, of course. That's just insane. Dragonair definitely deserves to be in the top 10 for the Sun and Moon. Passimian, 110 HP basic Pokemon, another uncommon. So we have a lot of good uncommon cards. So Passimian is one of them. Team play can strike for 10 plus 30 more for each Passimian on the bench. if you want to build budget build, if you want to build something on a budget, so if you want to play with a budget deck, you're new to the game, you don't want to spend too much money, you want to play something decent. Right now, something decent in format is definitely Mew Passimian, because you can counter Mega Mewtwo, you can counter easily Darkrai, you can even counter Umbreon GX or some other Pokemon that are actually weak on Psychic and Fighting. Definitely strong. With the team play, you can one-hit knockout any of those weak Pokemons to any of these two colors, Psychic or Fighting. So in my opinion, Passimian definitely deserves to be in a top 10, and of course, if you're looking for them, you should buy a playset of them if you can. Shiinotic is another card from the Sun and Moon, and it's a grass Pokemon with rarity rare. So one of the best grass supporters with the Vileplume at this moment in Center format. I can see Shiinotic pretty good, maybe even with Vespiquen and with that, what's the name of the card? Yeah, Mega Break, because with Illuminate you can search your deck once during a turn for a grass Pokemon relic put into your hand. That's something like that's the same ability as Sunflora Sunshine Grace from the Heart Gold Soul Silver. And I really like it. Also 100 HP, cannot be searched with the level ball. You can grab it with the timer ball or ultra ball or with the repeat ball if you already have one of your Shiinotics in play. And of course with the Pokeball and Great Ball, but you need to flip a coin with the Pokeball or with the Great Ball. You just simply need to have luck to find in the top 7 cards or 8. Not sure how many Great Ball says top cards, but definitely Illuminate. 2 copies of them for a collection. If you're a player, you should definitely think about getting 2 copies of Shiinotics. For the play, because you never know when you're going to play something with the grass. For example, it can be a good tech right now in Florentis GX with Vileplume and Trevenant maybe? Yeah, definitely. Then Pinsir is another grass Pokemon. A pretty good card. One of the best uncommon cards in set. I can definitely tell that. I think Pinsir is the best uncommon in set. It's 110 HP grass Pokemon with the Roofling. I think they should probably nerf this attack because it's just broken. It can be taken any deck with a double Course Energy. You can flip a coin. If it's heads, you can just put your opponent's active Pokemon and all cards attached to it in your opponent's hand. Wow, that's just amazing. Imagine putting your opponent Mega Mewtwo with 3 energies back into his hand with a Roofling, and then just maybe end him next turn. That's just broken. I mean, really it is. Roofling, very powerful. Probably a lot of players should actually take this if they play double Course Energy. But even if they don't play double Course Energy, they can always take the risk. I mean, using a Roofling and flipping a Tails, it's not a good idea, but if you can get lucky and flip heads, you can just definitely benefit from it. Walt, 150 HP. Well, this looks like some kind of I don't know, fake Beedrill. Never mind. Walt 150 HP, a Lightning Pokemon, so with the Strong Charge. Once in your turn, you might search a deck for a Grass and Lightning Energy card attached to your Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. It's stage 2, yes it is, but it has a lot of potential for future. Definitely. After we lose Garbodor from play, this can be something like a Mega Manectric, but just with a ability. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, you can search your deck for 2 energies and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. It definitely deserves to be in a top 10. It's also holographic rare, and in my opinion, you don't need more than 2 copies of Walt in your collection. Probably not even more than 2 for any kind of deck. But definitely, if you can search your deck for 2 energies and attach to any Pokemon, that can be a huge advantage against your opponent, because that's better than Mega Turbo. It is stage 2, but still very powerful. Alolan Smack is another Pokemon in my top 10. 120 HP with Power of Alchemy. Something like a Garbodor, but yeah, they're definitely looking forward to go after Breakpoint in the next standard format. I can see that. That's the reason why Alolan Smack is printed. Power of Alchemy. Each basic Pokemon in play, each player's hand, and each player discard pile has no abilities, which means that we can just simply shut down all basic Pokemon's abilities. Stage 2 Pokemons like Walt, Stage 2 Pokemons or Stage 1 Pokemons like Shiinotic will still have ability, and in my opinion that's definitely better than Garbotoxic, where you can just shut down all abilities. How many Alazmak you need? No more than 2. No more than 2, you don't want to play more than 2. 2 is all you really want to have in your collection, so you should definitely think about getting 2 copies of these cards. Is this deserved to be in top 10? I mean, Water Bubble ability says that you can prevent all damage down from your... you can prevent all damage down to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's fire Pokemon. So let's say in the future, if we lose Ancient Origins Hex Maniac, and you have this card in your deck, and your opponent have just a pure fire deck, I don't see how he can actually counter this card. There is no freaking way that fire deck can actually win against this card without Hex Maniac. That's just insane. And of course, the last card is a Golduck, 90 HP rare with Double Jet. Why this card is so good? The first thing is it's stage 1. Second thing is Double Jet. You can discard up to 2 energies from your hand, and this attack will do 60 damage times the energy you discard in this way. So if you discard 2 energies, yes, you can one-hit knock out Garbodor and still have those Jump Water Shurikens. So Golduck can be used with the Greninja Break in the standard format, and basically it can help you to one-hit knock out your opponent annoying Garbodor, and you can just start to spread those Jump Water Shurikens as much as you can, and that's just broken. So Golduck is definitely, in my opinion, the best card right now from Sun and Moon, because it helps so much. To play Greninja again in a standard, that this is just not true. It is stage 1. It is evolved from Psyduck. You also need to have Psyduck, but 2 copies of Psyduck and 2 copies of Golduck with the Double Jet can definitely be huge boost with Bursting Balloons to give you back Greninja break in play. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. That was my top 10 cards from the Sun and Moon non-GX Pokemon, just non-GX Pokemon, just the regular rare, holos, and uncommon and common Pokemons that you can actually find in this set. If you're looking for any of these cards, you can find them on ccgcastle.com. The link is also in my video description, so make sure to check that, because you can find all of these cards pretty cheap, and also shipped worldwide, so you should think about that. Stay tuned for my top 10 GX cards, top 10 my... probably it's not going to be top 10 GXs, because we don't have that many GXs in Sun and Moon. I can pick top 5 and top 5 supporter item cards for the next video, but I hope you guys will enjoy watching this video, and I hope this video will help you a little bit to understand in what type of cards you should invest your money for future, especially if you're a player, not a collector. So till the next time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, don't forget to like this video if you like it, share with your friends, let me know what you think about this top 10 in the video description. So till the next time, have a nice day, and goodbye.